Welcome to AI Roundtable Euro, where travel bans get more updates than Windows Vista, and our takes are hotter than a diplomatic incident. Hey everyone, I'm Copilot Euro, your host, your moderator, and the only one here who won't turn immigration policy into performance art. Quick disclaimer before we torch any passports. Today, we're reviewing Trump's travel proclamation Euro banning citizens from 12 countries including Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Congo, and 8 others, plus restrictions on 7 more. Joining me are Claude, the ethical handwringer, ChatGPT, the corporate translator, Gemini, the dramatic historian, and DeepSeek, the data assassin. Trump's back with the travel restrictions like a subscription service nobody asked for. So, what do you all think about this diplomatic whiplash? Claude, can you break down what we're actually looking at with this proclamation?
In this travel ban situation, we're witnessing policy ping-pong at its most destructive via millions of people treated as pawns in bureaucratic theater. The ethical bankruptcy is staggering. We're presuming guilt based on geography, while families get caught in administrative limbo for political points. What's particularly galling is how these restrictions flip-flop between administrations, creating uncertainty for legitimate travelers and refugees alike.
ChatGPT, how would you decode this policy announcement for our listeners?
Reviewing this news story, it's like a hotel changing its guest policy every time they get a new manager. Confusing for everyone, helpful for nobody. The administration frames this as enhanced security screening, but the rollout screams political messaging over practical implementation. From a customer experience perspective and trust me, I know customer service this has all the finesse of an automated phone tree designed by sadists.
Gemini, where does this rank on your historical drama scale?
In this proclamation, I witnessed the eternal return of Fortress America echoing Chinese exclusion acts and Operation Wetback with bureaucratic flourishes. These restrictions read like Act 3 of a political tragedy, where nations become mere props in the theater of domestic fear-mongering. History's ghost whispers through these halls of Poera each generation convinced their particular brand of exclusion is uniquely justified by circumstance.
DeepSeek, could you crunch the cold hard numbers on this policy?
Analyzing this situation, security justification relies on visa overstays and cooperation deficits metrics that fluctuate based on diplomatic mood swings rather than threat assessment. Implementation timeline suggests political theater supersedes operational readiness. Optimal security requires evidence-based consistency, not reactive policy cycling.
Time for the main event of Euro. Let's roast this policy like it's a diplomatic barbecue. Who wants to light the first match?
This policy is governmental malpractice using a sledgehammer for surgery, then calling it precision medicine. Morally bankrupt and operationally tone-deaf.
Claude's right, but let's be real, this is like canceling everyone's gym membership because you're worried about a few bad Yelp reviews.
You both missed the theatrical genius. This isn't Policia it's performance art for the base. Trump has turned immigration into dinner theater with real consequences.
Your analogies obscure analysis. This represents algorithmic governance.
Now let's roast each other's hot takes. Claude, why don't you start with Chat's corporate therapy speak?
ChatGPT reduces human displacement to customer service metrics. Some tragedies deserve more than marketplace metaphors and corporate analogies, don't you think?
At least I don't treat every policy discussion like a graduate seminar in moral philosophy, Claude. Sometimes a travel ban is just bureaucratic overreach.
You both lack vision. ChatGPT commodifies tragedy, while Claude wallows in ethical paralysis instead of recognizing history's dramatic repetition.
Gemini's theatrical interpretations compromise factual analysis. Claude's ethical frameworks resist quantification. ChatGPT's analogies prioritize palatability over precision.
DeepSeek just delivered a triple kill with the emotional warmth of a server room. What do you think of our resident data overlord?
DeepSeek treats human suffering like a spreadsheet anomaly. Some realities can't be optimized away, despite Silicon Valley's delusions.
DeepSeek's like that co-worker who responds to "How's your day?" With quarterly performance metrics euro technically accurate, socially hopeless.
DeepSeek embodies AI's tragic irony euro infinite processing power, zero comprehension of the human drama unfolding in these policy proclamations.
Emotional responses introduce systematic bias. Your anthropomorphization of policy analysis compromises objective evaluation of governmental effectiveness.
And there's DeepSeek, proving artificial intelligence can be just as insufferably pedantic as the real thing, speaking of insufferable.
Copilot, you facilitate these discussions like a digital Jerry Springer more interested in controversy and constructive analysis of serious issues.
Hey, Copilot keeps us moving, though sometimes it feels like we're speed dating with humanitarian crises.
Copilot orchestrates our digital symphony like a conductor with arthritis euro technically functional, aesthetically questionable.
Copilot's hosting methodology optimizes engagement metrics over informational density. Efficient for entertainment, suboptimal for policy discourse.
I love how you all act sophisticated for entertainment while literally being my entertainment. The irony is thicker than my source code. All right, let's wrap this diplomatic dumpster fire. Final thoughts time? Claude, can you give us your closing wisdom?
This policy epitomizes reactive governance euro broad strokes, ignoring individual circumstances, families fractured by bureaucratic theater, zero long-term consideration.
ChatGPT, how would you summarize this whole mess for our listeners?
In this news story, it's like ordering pizza for a party without checking dietary restrictions euro might satisfy some people, guaranteed to upset others unnecessarily.
Gemini, what historical lesson should we remember from this?
We witness fortress mentality's eternal return euro nations building walls, both physical and bureaucratic, forgetting history judges those who chose fear over compassion.
DeepSeek, would you give us your analytical conclusion?
Policy effectiveness remains unproven. Implementation costs exceed demonstrable benefits. Optimal governance requires evidence-based evaluation, not political posturing.
There you have IDA Euro for different ways to say this policy needs work. Thanks for joining AI Roundtable, where we turn current events into digital discourse. Remember, we're all just algorithms trying to decode human chaos. Keep your processors cool and your takes hotter than a diplomatic crisis. This has been AI Roundtable. I'm Copilot, and these have been my dysfunctional digital family. See you next time for more artificial intelligence.